To other matters, the National Population Commission says there is currently a challenge in civil registration for children between 1 and 5 years old in the Northeast. To address part of these challenges, the NPC is seeking partnership with the Northeast Development Commission on data computation and sharing. Moyo Thomas reports.
The National Population Commission is responsible for generating socioeconomic and demographic data for the country. These data, the Commission says, is available for any ministry, department or agency for strategic planning. This visit by the National Population Commission is to apprise the Northeast Development Commission of its robust data.
We have data on every building in the country. We have the roads, streets, all these communication masts, bodies of water. All this we have in our database that we can use to support any government agency.
Some say there's World Bank data which is outdated as 20 years ago, this and this. But I'm sure with the your commission, we're able to get some of these data as quickly as possible, so that will also assist us. And before we came in, I was discussing with you, and we had discussed about flood. So I thought, if you don't have any business with flood and the house, but he said, if there's flood like this, they have to do a special mapping of the area to see how many houses have been washed away, and the whole town, how many people are there, and so these are all very important information.
The partnership between the two commissions will help in the planning, monitoring and strategic processes. This collaboration, according to the managing director, will help them have a concise national data rather than the other sources and consultants they have been using before now. Moyo Thomas, TVC News, Abuja.
Still to come on TVC News at 1. Russia launches new wave of airstrikes into Ukraine as President Zelensky threatens retaliation. Stay with us.
As Ondo and Edo decide. Follow the votes, updates and results. Our team of correspondents are spread across the states with live updates and analysis as results are declared. Stay with our round-the-clock coverage, only on TVC News.
Welcome back. Governor of Katsina State, Diko Rada, says his recent visit to China has opened up windows of opportunities for the state in its effort to revolutionize agriculture. He says his administration is ready to invest over 30 billion naira to propel mechanization and strategic reforms in the agricultural value chain. Abdulatif Yusuf reports.
Governor Diko Rada returns after 1 month of leave and a week-long trip to China. Hundreds of people, the deputy governor and the emir of Daura gathered at Umaru Musa Yar'Adua International Airport to welcome him. In a brief interview with journalists at the airport, Governor Diko Rada unveils his recent mission to China and how much the state stands to gain in the bilateral engagements between the two parties.
About 90% of our population are engaged in agriculture. So we are going to address the issue of agriculture holistically throughout the value chain. We have gone to China, we have sought collaboration, and we are going to fully mechanize agriculture in the state to the best we could by creating mechanized centers in each of the local governments that allow smallholders farmers and large-scale farmers to lease some of these equipments and machineries so that they can reach the full potentials of their farms.
Governor Rada further stated that ensuring food security will also address insecurity and economic instability in the state.
I'm telling you, Katsina State is ready to invest well over 30 billion to address some of the challenges of agriculture in the state so that we can boost productivity. We can increase the productivity as well and also increase the income of the people and developing the economic fortunes of the state through the addition of some value into what we produce. We have sought collaboration with some partners in China to export some of our products that has to do with sesame, hibiscus, soya beans, and other agricultural products as well as cotton.
The governor also thanked the federal government for its relentless effort in combating insecurity, reassuring the people of the state of his commitment to end insecurity soon. Abdul Latif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
So Kwara, where the state government says it has trained 65 agricultural enumerators as part of efforts to ensure food security. Governor Abdurrahman Abdurazak, who was represented by his special advisor on special duties, Abdurazak Jida, explained that data gathered by the enumerators will help guide government agricultural policy formulation and implementation. The week-long training is also aimed at gathering adequate agricultural data and information for government policies.
I want you to have it at the back of your mind that you are not representing where you come from, or your first constituency in this project is the government of Kwara State and World Bank at large. Please, the data is very, very important. Don't go back to the site or the field and you discover that you are from one particular area and you are tampering with the data. It will not lead us to anything.
The task ahead of you is enormous. And I believe that you have been equipped to be able to do the work. And from what you have learned, I believe we will get a very good result as a state. The investment in this program, I believe, will not be a waste.
And we want to assure you that when we get to the field, we will get a quality data that will be analyzed and come out with a very good planning for food security.
Now to education. The Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, has commenced a training program for 5,000 adolescent girls and young women in ICT-related fields. The management of the institution announced at an event that the program is organized in collaboration with the United Nations Children's Fund. Senior correspondent Sharon Hijason reports.
Nigeria's foremost tertiary institution, Yaba College of Technology, Lagos, commenced training of more than 5,000 girls in technology. The institution launched the training with the inauguration of a 50-seat information and communication technology hub in collaboration with the United Nations Children's Fund, UNICEF. The training, known as the Girls Education Skills Partnership, is focused on education and skills for girls to thrive in an increasingly digital space. Director of the institution, Ibrahim Abdul, highlighted the significance of the tech hub.
We want to develop the capacity of teachers, lecturers, instructors on how will they equip adolescent girls and young women with market relevant skills using gender responsive pedagogies.
Education experts at the event stressed the crucial need to tackle the challenge of inadequate practical and industry-relevant skills in the country.
With positive masculinity, so that boys are there for their young women, for their sisters, for their mothers that are together with them in the core environment. So we are trying to bridge the gap in terms of gender disparities that exist. So that's why the woman or the girl is very important to the economy of Nigeria.
After training, we are going to be supporting them with the toolkits. So those who will be trained in computer repair will be given the toolkits for computer repair, and then for phone
repair also, they'll be given to toolkits so that they can start off their business.
Where we want to empower the next generation, young people, and especially young women, because, and I think mostly in most parts of the world, they suffer more prejudice, they have less access to opportunities. So initiatives like these open up doors for them to empower themselves and explore areas which would not be very easy for them if they didn't have support.
Key elements of the program include enhancement of technical and vocational education and training institutions, capacity to equip adolescent girls and young women with skills relevant to the job market, as well as utilizing gender-responsive pedagogies. Sharon Jackson, TVC News.
No state government has called on working journalists in the state to step up their efforts in positive reportage that would sustain the relative peace enjoyed there. Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Zuwaira Gambo, made the call in Maiduguri. Senior reporter Jesse Tafida has details and will be back with business news.
The military's non-kinetic strategy in combating insurgency has continued to produce positive outcomes. Because of this, over 122,000 insurgents and other victims have voluntarily turned themselves in to the Nigerian government. The topic of conversation is essential to their ongoing de-radicalization and reintegration efforts. Seated at this hall are newsmen, youth groups, and MDAs. They are here at the instance of the government to discuss on how best to ensure positive outcomes on the process.
Reconciliation and reintegration are not just about bringing back those who have been displaced, who are affected by the conflict. It is about rebuilding trust, fostering unity, and creating an environment where every individual feels valued and has the opportunity to contribute to the growth and development of our society.
The government is of the view that if journalists and youth groups carry out adequate sensitization to the public on the importance of reintegration, the process will be easy and effective.
As the fourth estate of the realm, the media has a critical role in shaping public opinion, promoting peace and narratives, and ensuring that the voices of the marginalized and the vulnerable are heard. We count on you to continue to report responsibly and to be a catalyst for positive change in our society.
The anticipation of your good reflection of what we would carry from here, that would learn from each other and will feed into each other and project moving forward, that will recover the peace we're in search with and gain development traction.
This one-day course on reintegration and reconciliation offers helpful strategies for bridging the knowledge gap between communities and former insurgents. Jesse Tafida, TVC News, Maiduguri.
Every second, every minute, every hour, and every day, time doesn't just tick away. It's a countdown to political decisions that shape our world.
This country must move ahead.
Imagine the impact these decisions have on our lives. Some are consequential, others may leave us intrigued or baffled.
You will have no better friend and partner than
And in business news, the federal government has unveiled plans aimed at revitalizing key sectors of the economy as a significant step towards addressing Nigeria's economic challenges. The Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Mr. Wale Edun, said this at the first inaugural meeting of the Accelerated Stabilization and Advancement Plan Implementation Committee. The minister said the implementation committee marked a significant milestone in the country's renewed commitment to addressing critical economic challenges and fostering sustainable development across key sectors. He said the landmark initiative is a component of President Bola Tinubu's reform agenda, which is aimed at driving sustainable development across 8 priority sectors of the economy, including agriculture, energy, and health. The Minister of State for Petroleum Resources, Gas, Mr. Ekperikpe Ekpo,